Alright, in this video I'm going to be going over attributes, file attributes. So, the way file attributes work is they're essentially how the computer stores information in its directory. Your directory, I'm going to be going over that in a beginner video later, but for now, just keep in mind, if you don't already know, the directory is simply how the computer stores information. Now, the way an attribute works is that it determines how the computer interacts with that file in the directory system. So, for example, we will create a folder and we'll call it test. Now we're going to apply some attributes and see exactly what they do. So I'm going to run our command prompt. We're going to navigate to the desktop. Now from here we're going to add the attribute read-only. You start by doing attrib, A-T-T-R-I-B, and then you type in the name of what you want to change. And then we add +R, which is for read-only. This makes this file read-only now. As we can see, it's checked on there. Now, if we are not an administrator, we will not be able to delete this file anymore, nor will we be able to add files to this file. That's what read-only means. Now, our next item on here is known as system, which is known as S. That's going to be a system file. Telling the computer that a file is a system file means that it essentially protects this file and makes sure that that no modifications are made they're not supposed to. The other advantage of the system file is that you find they are not easy to get rid of as the computer protects them. If you're not an administrator, it gives all sorts of problems. Now the third type is known as hidden. Hidden makes it so that it disappears, as you saw. In order to unhide it, we have to change some settings, but ordinarily it keeps it from showing up on the desktop. Now, in order to remove an attribute, we, instead of doing the plus, we do a minus. So now we're going to do -H, which is remove the hidden attribute. And there it is. It appears just like that. Now, a funny thing about file attributes is if you add multiple things to it, read-only, system file, and hidden, it will cause that file to be unaccessible even if you tell the computer to recognize hidden files. So here's how you see hidden files. You go into Organize, click on Folder and Search Options, go to View, go down to here, we have Hidden Files and Folders. We click on Show Hidden Files, Folders, and Drives, then we hit Apply. Now, if we have a hidden folder, we will be able to see it. So we're adding the hidden attribute. Now we can see a ghosted version of it. That means it's a hidden folder. However, we still cannot see our test folder because our test folder has read-only, system, and hidden, which is also known as super hidden. The way to show a super hidden file is to tell the computer to show system files. So we have to uncheck Hide Protected Operating System Files, click OK on it, and apply. This causes all files to appear. Keep in mind, however, that these super hidden files called desktop.ini are not to ever be deleted or touched or otherwise moved unless you're performing some type of virus removal or repair on the Explorer itself. These are normally needed for the computer to remain in optimal operation. Once you're done messing with that, always re-hide those protected operating system files so that you never accidentally delete or move them. Additionally, while we're in here, I'll mention that you can also uncheck Hide Extensions for known file types, and that will allow us to see the actual extensions for files made. For example, if we have a text document, it now shows .txt at the end instead of hiding that part. That allows us to more easily edit it and know what type of file it is without too much work. Now I'm going to unsuperhide that file. We do have one file type left. It's called archive. Archive is not used for general interaction. Archive is instead simply used for the computer to keep track of what archive files are and what are not archive files. This is where you can normally set archive or unset it. We'll go over archives in the future. For now, it's fairly unimportant. Now, the importance of these types of files is that a super hidden file is extremely difficult to locate and can often keep even knowledgeable computer people out of an area that you don't want them in. An advantage with a hidden file is to keep people out of your files, and also simply to know about them. Often viruses super hide themselves, or at least hide themselves, so you can't just navigate to the folder and see the virus sitting there in all of its .exe glory. Instead, you have to enable super hidden files and then hunt around for it. That's all we have today for attributes and files.